They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off play action. Pitts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pitts. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns drive about to get started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pitts. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Down the right sideline. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Pitts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
West right there. 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Angel.
Here's Fields. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing to start the drive. Pitts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Now Thomas, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Pitts. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now for the point after. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Extend. You got a clean base. Why not?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hey, going out right here. Right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Finding room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields going to move him around. first down. It's Stanley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now an audible here into something else. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's Fields on the sneak. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll try to run this one in. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pitts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field, and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No muss, no muss.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Norman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Here we go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun. Pitts. That one caught by Rice. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Pitts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
What's right? Out, let's go. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Go! Check out.
Throwing to start the drive. Pitts over the middle. That's caught by Scott. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Pitts forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Raiders 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd down and 8. Fields going to change things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Here is 3rd and 5. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Now it's Fields. Touchdown Raiders. Michael Mayer from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pitts escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Thomas. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run with Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Off play action. Pitts. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking to throw. Pitts. It's a short, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run on first down. It's Fleming, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard. Fields changing the play.
Right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Pitts to the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, it's Thomas, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA. Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pitts. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Thomas brings it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Fields going to move him around. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Now Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for two, but they will remain down by a point. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try the left side. Thomas.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me if I do it so